Welcome back everybody, my name is Misty Chronexia and this is the top 5 of the day for Wednesday. If you're brand new to the show, it is very simple to understand. I have this website that is randomanime.org. It is a database that allows me to pick 5 anime at random, and we talk about them more in depth. It's very simple, you'll follow along. It's super easy, you'll see. It's not like playing a board game where somebody has to read the rules for 5 hours and then you're like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But I'll trust you. Today we decided to go with parody. Why parody? Many reasons. Comedy is a little overplayed, but mostly the main reason is because I want to see what they consider to be parody. Hopefully we get some interesting picks that is slightly over the edge that what you would normally get with the comedy stuff. So let's spin the wheel and see what we get today. Do you think it's gonna be a good day today? I think it's gonna be alright. Ah, shit. Alright, Cute High Defense Club. Love. Remember Sailor Moon? Remember when Sailor Moon was all guys? There you have it. But let's look it out. Entry number 1, Cute High Hurt Defense Club Love. Wow, that's a mouthful. Look, I'm giving it a much harder time than it deserves. If you go in with the laid-back attitude of it being a parody and that it doesn't take itself seriously for any second, you'll be quite surprised at what it's actually about. It's essentially a Sailor Moon spoof with guys in girly outfits, but you need to see it like this. If you go in reluctantly, you'll hate it for sure. I had no expectations beside it was gonna suck, and it turned out to not be the case. It gets a worse rep than it deserves. I genuinely had a bunch of laughs, but I could never try to explain this anime to my parent. What I'm saying is, open-mindedness goes a long way on this one. If you want to try it out, swing by crunchyroll.com/Misty. You can check it out and see if it's worth this 7.1 score my list gives it. I'll give it a 7 magical outfit out of 10, because I misjudged it at first. Okay, we're off with a solid start. Let's keep it going. I mean, shit. Well, ladies, today's your day. Huran High School Host Club is not a bad anime. It's just mostly targeted at girls. Parody, well, I suppose. Not exactly my type of parody I would have taken, but if you're into a reverse harem, there you go, fun comedy. Let's check it out. Entry number 2, Huran High School Host Club. Is there someone out there who doesn't know about Huran High School Host Club? I'll assume you don't, despite the fact that you may, because, well, honestly, it's my job and I don't want to fire myself, so let's talk about it. Haruhi is a girl who attends a school host club. She breaks a valuable vase in the club and does begin her journey of being everyone's bitch. It's blackmailing at its finest, but they're all pretty boys, so it makes it okay and dreamy. Can you imagine what this show would be like if it was hosted by all creeps? I feel it wouldn't have the same reception. Anyway, as it stands right now, it gets an 8.4 on my list, and deservedly so. Therefore, if you have never seen it, you should check it out. I'll even give it a 9 out of 10 to motivate you into doing so. It's pretty great as far as reverse harem goes.
Honey Senpai wa cake tabete kudasai.
Alright, I got high hopes for this one. Come on, give me something good, parody. You got this on the bag. Gintama, there we go, now that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Gintama's really good. If you have never seen it and you're looking for a long series to get into it, Gintama's your girl. It's probably the finest parody you can find around. Yeah, I don't think anything can come up to it because it's just that good. But yeah, Gintama, there you go.
まずは今回の事態に至った経緯を教えていただきます。おい、泣くの早えよ。まだ何も聞いてねえよ。
Entry number 3, Gintama. I think when it comes to parody, Gintama is the king, the pirate king. And probably also the Okage, you should believe it. Gintama first started airing in 2006, and it's been around since then, bringing over 300 episodes, and if you'd ask anyone what Gintama is about, they would tell you, I don't know man, it's just Gintama. It is a classic of comedy in its own right, but that doesn't make it one that's accessible to everyone's taste. The show focused a lot on the lore and the culture of Japan, playing on the puns and scenarios you might not understand unless you're really Japan savvy. But if you are, or simply if you want to give it a chance, I can guarantee you hours upon hours of entertainment. It's one of the highest rated anime on MAL at 9.2, and if you ask me, as far as parody goes, it deserves a flawless score. 10 out of 10. Have fun with that one, I can't recommend it enough. Alright, we got 4 picks so far. No, we got 3 picks and we're going for the 4th one. I can't count. I skipped kindergarten. Don't hold it against me. I'm a dumbass. But we get the 4th one now. Ebitan, Sweet Baby Jesus. I got a thumbnail. No, I'm kidding. It is an interesting one. It does fit the parody aspect. It is a comedy show with a lot of ecchi on it. It is, it's not that good as a story, but you know what? Let's play the clip and you guys can be the judge of that one, and you'll see if it's good or not. Entry number 4, Ebitan. Ebitan is a good transition when we consider that yesterday was ecchi. But besides being a perverted show, it's also an interesting parody too. The story is about Noya Itsuki, a guy that has a fascination for space and cross-dressing. When he decides to join the astrology club, he finds out that there's only girl, and he ends up, well, as a lady too. They poke fun at many scenarios, and a lot of their humor has a tendency to go to the lewd side. As I remind you, it still is an ecchi anime. I definitely don't recommend you to watch it in the presence of friends or family member, because it's just not an awkward situation you want to deal with when you have a girl put her hands down the pants of another girl, and you look at your friends being all like, #NoHomo. Anyway, it gets a score of 6.3 on MAL, and I'll give it just a passing grade, 6. Take it or don't, really. I don't care. There's better show on here. And the final pick for today, we get the everlasting, the funniest anime on the block, Okami-san. Interesting. Alright, cool. It's not a show I get a lot of occasion to talk about, so this is gonna be really special. We're gonna bond on it, you and me. So let's give it a go.
まあそうなんだけどね。
この声の主は1年生部員の浦島さんと乙姫さん。
And the final entry for today, Okami-san and her 7 companions. Okami-san is a super creative concept for an anime. The show focuses on Okami and her friend, Red Apple, yeah, that's her name, who are a member of the student bank. But it's not any kind of bank. It's one where you tell your problem and then they help you solve it. In exchange, you gotta help out back. It's kind of a loaning service. Usually Okami has herself and her friends to depend on, but sometimes they need a real guy to take care of some tasks. That's when Morino drops by, a guy that's in love with Okami, but he's a scopophobe, someone who's afraid to be looked at. It's a show I hardly ever see people mention, so maybe you'd want to try it out. 7.4 on my item list, and you know what? I had fun watching it, so I'll give it an 8. Man, I hope your teachers don't grade shit as willy-nilly as I do, cause man, you'd be in trouble.
ああやって森野くんにストーキングされてたんですのね。
気持ち悪いこと言うな。っていうか、なんで俺たちまで尾行してんの？おかみさん、赤井さんいいところに訳を説明してくださいよ。
So there you have it. 5 entries for today that was parody. What you guys think? Do you like them? Do you like not some of them? You know what? I get a lot of complaints. No, they're not complaints. They're feedback. Let's call them that. About people telling me that I'm not doing a proper top list video. It's not as a ranking factor. It's more as a first factor because we picked them as like it's a deck card. You know what? There's no point in explaining. Let's just sort them because that's what you guys want. So, number 5, standing at the end, we're gonna put Ebiten. You know what? I didn't feel it very much, so Ebiten gets at the end. Next up, we had the cute girl, the magical guys. Yeah, that's number 4. Number 3, we have Okami-san, because it's just in the middle ground. You got good balance. Above that, you got Horan High School Host Club, because that is, my friend, a classic, and you don't fuck with classic. And standing at number 1, if you never guessed it, boom, Gintama, best comedy show out there, and definitely the best parody you could find. So if you enjoyed today's video, leave it a like, click that boom box, and if you want to subscribe for more, or just come back tomorrow, I'll be there again. We'll do another one. It's gonna be fancy, you'll see, lots of editing, lots of magic. Jess got this shit on the roll. So, I'll see you then. Peace out.
On these memories I reflect, I can see a better plan from here. One more time, rewind, I'll find another way back here.